once again, 1 to go at the line. Haley Guruchari on the pole, Wyatt Linker on the outside. And field picking up the pace, looking for the green. They've got it. Heat number 2 is underway, and right back to yellow as Linker goes for a spin. As they were coming to the green, a little contact there with Anthony Ellsworth. Brings us right back to yellow. Let's try this again as the green flag comes back out. Haley Guruchari gets away with the lead. And we're going to make it. Oh, they scatter into the wall. Goes the 2 of Linker, and Guruchari shuts down in turn number 3. Yellow flag right back out. Bit of a scattered restart there. It looks like we were going to get this one going, and they came off of turn number 2 all over one another. To go once again. We try to get heat number 2 finally underway, but I don't think it's going to happen. They're already pulling away from each other. So they have the 2 Wyatt Linker on pole position now as the green comes back out. And we're racing once again heat number 2 for the blue rookies. Ellsworth gets into Linker, and they all go around off turn number 4. Well, the top 2 get away. But Haley went around trying to avoid, so yellow comes right back out. A tough start to this blue rookie heat race here. Again, it says it right in the name. These are the drivers that are learning, trying to work their way up the ranks of the quarter midget ladder. So you got to start somewhere. Once they get going, they put on a good show, though. So waiting on the restart order to be correct. Looks like we should get one to go this time by. And the field does, in fact, get the signal. Wyatt Linker ahead of Anthony Ellsworth and Haley Guruchari. We'll try to get heat number 2 up to speed. Green is out, and already Ellsworth takes the top spot, so that'll draw the yellow once again. Having some trouble getting this one going. All right, so we'll try this once again. Wyatt Linker ahead of the field. They moved the 3 of Aylesworth back to third. So Haley's going to move back up into the second spot. Green flag back in the air. And that'll draw the yellow again as Aylesworth making passes a little bit too quick on the draw there. So that'll draw the officials down to the racetrack to remind the drivers of the restart procedures. There is a yellow line that intersects the start-finish line. Drivers need to stay above that line on the restarts before they can jump down to the bottom and try to make passes. So that's the reason the yellow keeps coming out. So again, a little coaching session here going to some of the drivers. Everybody's been sitting around all day in the rain. We're all anxious to get going here, and drivers see the green, they just want to go. Getting ready to try this one more time here. Wyatt Linker ahead of the field. Into the restart zone. Green flag is out. And that's a good restart. And Linker is away with the lead. Here comes Aylesworth to the inside of Haley Gurachari for second. And Linker hanging on to the top spot. Aylesworth looks like he's got a pretty fast car as Gurachari's got trouble in 2. Yellow's out. Haley's down into the wet infield grass here off turn number 2. Looks like we're going to have a pretty good battle on our hands once we get the flow of this thing going. For anyone in attendance here tonight that has friends and family that can't be here, the stream has begun on the NASCAR Youth Series YouTube page, and then it will switch over to Flow Racing later on this evening. But if you have anybody back home wanting to watch a little bit this afternoon, they can watch it on the NASCAR Youth Series YouTube page for now. And then, like I said, it'll switch over to Flow Racing a little bit later on tonight. Looks like the black is out for Haley Gurachari. She's had some troubles here today. 3-strike policy may have gotten her. They're trying to get the message to Haley here that her heat race has ended. And they'll guide Haley off the speedway here. And we'll try to get this one underway once again. Wyatt Linker leading Anthony Aylesworth right now with a handful of laps to go. Another one-on-one battle to finish this one as they get the one-to-go signal. Wyatt Linker is going to try to hold off Anthony Aylesworth, who appears to have a very fast race car. Let's see what's going to happen as the green comes back out. Linker with a good restart. Linker pushing up the racetrack, almost skating off turn number 2. And sideways, it hangs onto it. Aylesworth searching for a way by. Linker making that car wide. The laps will wind down quickly here with just 2 of them left. Linker getting loose off the corner. Aylesworth diving to the inside, thinks better of it. Aylesworth appears to have the faster race car. If he can find a way by, he's going to peek to the inside in 3. They almost touch, but Aylesworth gets by. Tight quarters racing, but Aylesworth makes the pass, and now in clean air, going to try to set sail. Anthony Aylesworth to the head of the field. Wyatt Linker scooting back in the second spot as Aylesworth pulls away. Green is out. 2 laps to go for Anthony Aylesworth. Quite a battle for him to work up to the front of this field. White flag is waving. Final lap. In heat number 2 for the Blue Rookies, Anthony Ellsworth will come off turn number 4, take the checkered flag, and win the battle over Wyatt Linker in a wild second heat race for the Blue Rookies. Anthony Ellsworth comes from the back of the field to get it done. All right, so we will continue on with our heat racing action. Coming up next, we have heat number 1 for the Light World Formula Division. 5 drivers scheduled to take part in this first of 2 heat races. All 5 drivers under power as we get ready to go. Chris Rauch will lead us to the green flag in car number 1. The 2 of Case James going to start on the outside in the second spot. Landon Cox will start in the 3rd position in the 3 car. The 4, Bryce Corner in 4th. And Eli Black in car number 5 will be shotgun on the field on the inside of row number 3. Field is set. They got the one-to-go signal this time by. And yellow right out as the 4 car goes skyward. Bryce Corner trying to get woed up. Got into the back of Case James, but no harm, no foul. Green flag in the air. We are racing in heat 1 for the Light World Formula Division. And Chris Rauch in the 1, sliding to the lead ahead of Case James. James in the 2 settles into that 2nd spot. Eli Black out of the back of the field. He's up to 3rd into the back of Case James. They come off the corner. Chris Rauch in the 1, still showing the way as these cars slide around the speedway. Here's James to the inside for the lead. Case James up to P1. These drivers wrestling with a handle on these race cars. James to the lead, Rauch back to 2nd. And Bryce Corner gets back to 3rd around Eli Black's number 5. Corner up to 2nd now as Black wants 3rd away from the early race leader. Chris Rauch is going to go around off 2. Rauch turns it around to bring out the yellow flag. We do have a special appearance today from a driver from the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and a driver that won a lot of races out here at this very racetrack. Mr. Daniel Dye is here. He has his die-cast trucks for sale, and he'll autograph them for you. If you want to pick one of those up, come see Daniel. Of course, Daniel raced here at Little New Smyrna, won a championship on the big track in a late model as well. We're getting ready to go back, green flag racing. Light World Formula heat number 1 back underway. Case James, your leader. Eli Black wants 2nd back from the 4, Bryce Corner. Corner and Black still side by side. Case James beginning to scoot away at the front of the field. Eli Black back into the 2nd spot, started in the back of the field. Corner in the 4, he's not going away, he's trying to stay with the 5 of Eli Black for 2nd. Case James, though, with a big lead. Oh, Roush has gone around in turn number 1. Once again, yellow is out. Second spin this time, turn number 1 gets Chris Roush. They're trying to get the one of Chris Roush refired here to continue on. Looking for the restart this time by Case James in the 2, leads them back to green. James Black in corner, the top 3 pulling away from the rest of the pack. Case James with a 2 car length advantage right now over Eli Black in the 5. Black did not get off turn number 4 very well. Here comes Bryce, corner to the back bumper once again to challenge. Good battle for the second spot. Corner to the inside. Black slips off 2. Corner back up to second. Case James with a good advantage over the rest of the field right now. Corner gets a little bit high off the corner. Here comes Black. 2 laps to go. White flag and a fly this time for Case James in car number 2. White is out, 1 to go. James with a nice lead. Battle's going to be for second. Corner almost into the wall. Here they come to the stripe. James wins it. Corner is second. Eli Black going to take home third. It'll be Chris Roush and Landon Cox to round out the field. So Case James wins an eventful heat number 1 for the Light World Formula Division. And we have heat number 2 for the Light World Formulas coming up in just a second. Heat number 2 making its way out onto the Speedway. Peyton Burnham will lead us to the green flag in the purple number 1 machine. Track regular Jonathan Menninger will start in the 2nd spot. Michael Funk will start in 3rd in the 3. And Leighton Rose will be shocking on the field in the black number 4. We'll get the field lined up, get them ready to go. Heat 2 for the Light World Formula Division. As we have a pair of heat races coming up for the Heavy World Formula Division after this. Field is set as they're bunched up, looking for the green next time off turn 4. Field picks up steam. Green is out and around. Goes Leighton Rose. That'll draw the yellow. Oh, bunch them all back up. Try this once again. Here they come. Green is out. This time they've got it. Side by side into one. Peyton Burnham with the lead in the purple machine. Jonathan Menninga, a good launch off the corner, is going to hang on to second. Peyton Rose moves up to third as Funk scoots back to the fourth position. Peyton Burnham showing the way in car number one. Jonathan Menninga in the two. Around goes Leighton Rose in four again. Yellow is out. Trouble again here for the Leighton Rose number 4 machine, which brings us back under yellow. And now they bring the 3 of Michael Funk to pit road. Trouble for the 3 machine. We'll see if he's able to make it back out. Now Michael is heading back out to the Speedway. We'll come out of the hot chute now. He'll have to go to the rear of the field. Peyton Burnham still showing the way with Jonathan Menninga in second. Fields looking for the green flag. We're back underway as Peyton Burnham continues to show the way. Jonathan Menninga in that yellow and black number 2 trying to make something happen. Peyton hangs on to the top spot. Menninga under attack now from the 4 of Leighton Rose for second. A little bit of contact between Menninga and Rose. Menninga hangs on to second, but Peyton Burnham scooting away at the front of the field with a big lead now in car number 1. Battle is for second, Rose and Menninga. The 2 and the 4 battling for the second spot. Rose with a bit of contact slides into second. Menninga back down to the inside. Good battle here. Rose scoots back to the inside. Back and forth they go. Peyton Burnham continuing to lead the race as they battle for that second spot. Looks like Rose is going to win that battle for now. Laps winding down here for the 1 of Peyton Burnham. Jonathan Menninga falling back into the clutches of Michael Funk in the 3 car now as this one winds down. Menninga struggling with car number 2. Battle's going to be on for third. Here's the green flag waves. 2 laps left. And there goes the back bumper cover off the Michael Funk number 3. That will bring out the yellow flag here with a handful to go. The big piece of debris there for the Michael Funk number 3. See that back cover. You could see it was loose and it finally came off there. And he'll head pit side. A couple to go here in heat number 2 for the Light World Formula, Heavy World Formula division coming up next. And Jonathan Menninga heads into the pits as well in the 2. It looks like it'll be down to Peyton Burnham and the 4 of Leighton Rose. We'll see if anyone returns. Menninga is going to come back in car number 2. That car looked to be fading there with that long green run. They do give each team about 5 courtesy laps if they come pit side to get back out. And coming back out will be the Michael Funk number 3. So everybody's going to make it back out. Field gets set for the restart. Green flag is back out. Rose is sideways, and that gives the jump to Peyton Burnham. The yellow is back out. Tough break for Leighton Rose. Going to have to go to the back of the field. Meninga, who went to the pits, going to find himself in the second position here. And again, 1 to go. We'll get this one back away, hopefully next time by. Green flag back in the air. Peyton Burnham again takes command. Here comes the 2. Jonathan Meninga is back in it with 2 to go. Meninga trying to steal this one of the winning laps. White flag will be out this time. Burnham versus Meninga for the win here in heat number 2. Coming to the checkers. To the line. Peyton Burnham wins it. Jonathan Meninga second. Leighton Rose will come home third. And Michael Funk has to settle for fourth. Good little shootout there to finish it. And Peyton Burnham wins heat number 2 for the Light World Formula Division. And now we'll turn the page here to the Heavy World Formula Heat races. 2 of those coming up next. All right, so here comes heat number 1 for the Heavy World Formula Division. 6 drivers set to do battle. Chase Lindgren in car number 1 will lead us to the green flag. Track regular Max Wheeler going to start outside row number 1 in car number 2. AJ Moore will start in the 3rd position. In the 3 car, the 4 is Caden Jones. Car number 5 is Gavin Gardner, and shotgun on the field will be the 6 for Andre Wasco, who had a good qualifying lap yesterday. Pretty good cars towards the back of the field. Should make this an interesting little race. Field is bunched up and set. 1 to go. Next time by, we'll turn them loose. Field picking up the pace. Green is out, and they are 3 wide going into 1, and that's not going to work. Somehow it did. Gardner gets caught up in it. The 3 of AJ Moore got the worst of it, and the lead goes to Max Wheeler. Wheeler started on the outside groove, typically a disadvantage here, but he's scooting away with a big lead right now. The 4, Caden Jones, moves into the 2nd spot as things settle down. Gavin Gardner, one of the top contenders here on a weekly basis. That little new Smyrna stuck back in 6th with nowhere to go. Pole sitter scooting backwards. Lindgren falls back. Gardner gets 2 going into 1. Gardner moves up to 4th, but no track position right now for the fast number 5 machine. Max Wheeler trying to hold off the invaders here. He's got a big lead, trying to defend his home turf today. Andre Wasco with a fast number 6 machine looking for 2nd here down the back straightaway. Close quarters action. Jones a little bit sideways. They touch, and Wasco takes over the 2nd spot. Gardner's drawing a beat on these 2. Gardner got caught up in the early race scramble. He runs in fourth, but he can see second now. Going to go by Jones in turn number 1. Max Wheeler with a big lead. Does not want to see the yellow as Gardner and Jones go back and forth for third. Jones gets back to the inside. Gardner trying to set up the crossover. Jones blocked it, but couldn't block it this time. Up to third now for Gardner, but it's a distant third as the laps begin to wind down. Just a couple to go for Max Wheeler in the 5. Audrey Wasco up into second, and Gardner to third. Max Wheeler to the back half of the field now, going to catch the 1. Chase Lindgren, the early leader. Green flag waving. 2 laps to go for car number 2, Max Wheeler. Wheeler will see the white flag this time. Final lap. Clear racetrack ahead for Wheeler. Wheeler will come off to number 4. Max Wheeler wins heat number 1. Audrey Wasco second. And Gavin Gardner will come home in third. Max Wheeler defending his home turf here in heat number 1. Some fast cars in that first heat race. Going to make for an interesting feature later today. But before we get there, we'll go to heat number 2 for the Heavy World Formula Division. 6 more fast cars coming out for that one here in a moment. All right, so here they come, the second and final heat race for the Heavy World Formula class. Coming up after this, we have 3 heats for the junior animals. That division's always pretty wild. Grayson Brigham will start in position at number 1 here. Kaylin Kinley, one of our track regulars, will start outside pole in the 2. Ava Lombardo will start 3rd. The 4 is Corbin Merrill, another one of our regulars here. Jaden Baptiste will start 5th, and Madison Pritchett starting 6th in the black number 6 machine. Good fast race cars scattered all throughout the field. Should be another good one here. The field is set. Lights are down. We're going green flag next time by Grayson Brigham. Going to bring us up to speed. Here they come. Green is out. 3 wide already going into 1. The front row got hooked together and taken to the back of the field. The lead goes to Ava Lombardo. Lombardo in the 3, but here comes Merrill in the 4. Corbin Merrill looking for more into that 2nd spot. Lombardo hangs on the lead. Kaylin Kinley in the 2 got shoved up the racetrack on the first lap. She'll try to work her way back up towards the front as Merrill takes over the top spot in 4. Corbin Merrill to the lead. Here comes the 5 now. Jaden Baptiste trying to make something happen. Baptiste in the 5 moves up to the 2nd spot. Corbin Merrill trying to open up a lead. Here comes Kaylin Kinley in the 2 trying to make it back up through the field. Corbin Merrill out in front, pretty comfortable lead over Baptiste in the 5. Lombardo in the 3's got company as Kaylin Kinley works her way into the mix. Battle is on for 3rd. Lombardo, the early leader, has company to the inside. The 2 of Kinley not able to make it happen that time. Kaylin Kinley trying to get some momentum wound up, has a move in turn 1 to the inside, and Lombardo thought about the crossover, didn't happen. Kaylin Kinley back up to 3rd as Corbin Merrill continues to lead with about 5 to go. Merrill's going to catch the pole sitter Grayson Brigham. has not been a good race for the number 1. Merrill will get by. Big lead for Corbin Merrill as the green flag waves. 2 laps to go for Merrill. Jaden Baptiste in second. Kalen Kinley back in third as the white flag is out. Merrill through 3 and 4 will take the checkered flag for the win in Heavy World Formula Heat 2. Baptiste second, Kinley third. Oh, what a drive there for Corbin Merrill as Merrill takes the win in the second heat race for the Heavy World Formula Division. And now we'll turn the page here, get ready for heat number 1 for the junior animals. Heat 1 of 3 coming up for that division next. All right, heat number 1 for the junior animals making their way out. 6 cars ready to go. 17 drivers trying to fight their way into the main event. Only 10 will start. And Nash Greenfield in the green and black number 1 will lead us to the green flag. Tyson King will be on his outside in the 2 machine. Marison Kennedy will start third in the pink car. The 4 is Braden Eichler. Frank Jarek in car number 5, and tail end of the field, keep your eye on this kid, Rue Reeves. The Reeves family always quick when they show up, no matter where they go. The Rue coming from the back could make it quite interesting. All right, field is set. Heat 1 for the junior animals. We're ready to go loose. And they have the green, and we got a couple of them hooked up already. The 2 of Tyson King and the 4 of Braden Eichler hooked up, and around goes the 5 of Frank Jarek, and that's going to save the 2 mating junior animals on the front stretch. So they become detached now, and we can continue. But first, we got to rescue Frank down here. He felt bad for his fellow racers, so he decided to bring out the yellow to help him out. So we'll try that again. As you can see, complete restart coming up here for this heat race. Nash Greenfield leads us back to green, and again they're tangled up. King and Marie St. Kennedy are hooked up. They somehow get all separated. They're still 3 wide. There's still trading paint, if you will, through the corner, but we're still green. Nash Greenfield getting away from all that action with the lead. Marie St. Kennedy into second. Rue Reeves up to third. Wild action to start this one. Frank Jarek gets by Braden Eichler. And the battle heating up for the second spot now as Marison Kennedy has company from the 6 of Rue Reeves. Reeves with a good run off the corner. Here comes Rue to the inside. Reeves in the 6 from dead last on the field up to second in just a handful of laps. Nash Greenfield with a big lead. And Rue Reeves is going to try to eat into it now. Reeves trying to close the gap now in car number 6. The 2 of Tyson King in danger of falling off the lead lap here as Nash Greenfield closes in. Battle for third as Kennedy gets a shot from Jarek off the corner. They both hang on to it, continue on. Just like that, 2 to go. Greenfield's got traffic ahead here. As the white flag is out, final laps, Rue Reeves running out of time. Nash Greenfield in car number 1, going to bring it off the corner. Greenfield wins it. Rue Reeves is second, and Frank Jarek steals third at the line. Good race there for Junior Animal Heat number 1, and the win will go to car number 1 in Nash Greenfield. Heat number 1 in the books, Heat 2 coming up in just a moment. Heat number 2 making its way out. Another 6 drivers set to do battle in this one. Starting on the pole position will be Jet Risley in that sharp number 1 with the 43 underneath it. Keenan Brown will start in the second spot. The 3 is GW Glass. In the 4, you have Gage Sizemore. Blake Cruz in car number 5, one of our regulars. And Brayden Hazelwood will start shotgun in car number 6. We're going to get the field lined up and in race order. Here comes our pole sitter, Jet Risley. Jet still relatively new to quarter midgets. Wasn't that long ago where he was winning his first rookie race out here. Now he's going to show the field the green in heat number 2 for the junior animals. Field is set, 1 to go. Risley and Brown. Oh, they tangle here coming off turn number 2 as they were coming to the green. They did a good job to get it wound up. Big save there for GW Glass as well. We'll settle them down. We'll try it again. Field once again, a little discombobulated off turn number 2. Warning flag to the drivers as they came by that time. Trying to get these drivers to settle down just a little bit before we can throw the green. Green flag in the air, and the 1 machine again not really getting down the back straightaway very well as they came to green. Brown away with the lead. Brown and Risley actually touched a little bit down the back straightaway. Coming to that green flag again. Risley fading backwards, and around goes GW Glass here down the back straightaway. Harmless spin. Bring us back to yellow. Keenan Brown got the jump on the green. He'll hang on to the lead. Looks like Gage Sizemore has jumped into second. Get ready for the restart. Keenan Brown, Jet Risley, single file this time to the green, and we're back racing. Brown in that sharp number 2. Bullet chassis right out in front. Risley's going to try to hold off Gage Sizemore. Blake Crooms looking to make something happen now. A little bit dicey on the back straightaway. I believe the 6 just kissed the wall in front of us here. Blake Crooms in the 5 into the regular here. Little New Smyrna trying to get out of the back of the field right now. Sizemore with the launch off turn 4 to the inside of Risley. Glass to the inside of Crooms. Mixing it up here on the back straightaway again. Crooms tagged a piece of the wall. Paint chips went flying that time by, but everybody keeps pointed in the right direction. Brown continues to show the way. GW Glass wants 3rd. Now he's to the inside of Risley. Jet not able to cut back underneath and falls back to 4th. Keenan Brown still leading down the back straightaway. Gage Sizemore, GW Glass, the top 3. Laps clicking away here as I'm at 2 to go and a hard hit on the back straightaway. Jet Risley head on into the wall as the field was coming to 2 to go. Not sure what happened there. Felt the impact right underneath the scoring tower here. And that's going to draw the red flag as we'll check on the driver here. Is he good? All right, folks, let's give Jet a big round of applause as he's okay here after that tough crash on the back stretch. They're going to try to get him back going, and we'll try to finish off heat number 2 here. All right, yellow lights back on around the speedway. They're going to push everybody off, line them up, try to settle this one. Glad to see Jet's able to continue. That was a hard hit, but it looks like you got it flushed with the front end of the car. So hopefully there's not too much damage to the suspension. Nothing they can't get fixed. If there is anything out of shape there. I think he did more of a number on the wall than he did on the car, which is why the wall is there. Lineup is correct. Field is set to go back. Green flag racing. Keenan Brown, Gage Sizemore trying to settle this one. Not going to go this time. This time we've got green and we've got yellow. Blake Crooms has gone around, coming to the green flag. Crooms able to get refired there. Green flag back out for Keenan Brown in the 2. GW Glass a little bit too quick to the inside, and around is Jet Risley on the front straightaway. So yellow flag going to come back out. Still working our way through Heat 2 for the Junior Animals. Heat 3 on deck. Kind of taking this one all in as we just have a couple to go here. They've moved GW back a couple spots with a restart violation there. And we go back to green. Big jump for the 2. Keenan Brown back out in front. Once again, green flag waves. 2 laps to go for Keenan Brown. White flag this time. Final lap, GW Glass up to 4th, making a pass towards the back half of the field. Checkers will fly this time. Keenan Brown wins it. Gage Sizemore 2nd, and Blake Crooms battles back for top 3. Keenan Brown, the winner there in heat number 2. Going to make a quick repair to the back straightaway wall. And as heat number 2 works its way off the speedway, we'll get that fixed up and get heat number 3 for the Junior Animals out on track in a moment. quick repairs done here on the back straightaway, and we are ready to get back racing. Third and final heat for the junior animals, making their way out. 5 drivers in this one. On the pole position in the Petty Blue, number 1 will be Zeke Smith. Logan Thiebaud will start second in the 2. Pierce Weinberger starting third. The 4 is Evan Phillips and Landon Cox. Landon Cox in car number 5 will start shotgun. Landon Cox will start shotgun on the field. Just like that, field is set. We'll be looking for green flag off turn number 4. Here they come to the start zone, and we are underway. Zeke Smith gets the jump. Looks like he'll lead lap number 1. Good start for Landon Cox in the 5. And Smith, the leader, goes around, and great avoidance out of the 2. Logan was able to avoid there. Tough break for the leader, Zeke Smith. Spins it around off turn 2. So now we'll realign the field, get ready to get back underway here in Heat 3 for the junior animals. They are going to move the number 2 machine up to the top spot, as I believe they're going to deem he spun to avoid contact there, so he'll get the lead after Zeke Smith went around, and it looks like we should be set to go back green flag racing. And we are. Logan Thiebaud leads us back to the green. We're back racing here. And Logan pulling away from Landon Cox in the 5. Oh, Weinberger around, and the rest of the field goes around in turn 2. Evan Phillips in the 4 is involved. The 1 of Smith involved again. Weinberger the first one to go around. And we'll turn everybody back around and try again. We're having some issues getting Pierce fired back up. Green flag back out. Logan Thiebaud again takes the lead. Hangs on to the lead, I should say. Landon Cox hangs on to that second spot. Field settles in. All 5 drivers still running. And Logan is pulling away at the front of the field. Everybody's still single file, no chains in position since the restart. Landon Cox trying to make something happen in the 5 as he pulls away from Pierce Weinberger's number 3. And Logan Thibault in car number 2 still showing the way. Here's a battle for third. Evan Phillips going to pop around the 3 of Pierce Weinberger. Phillips up into the 3rd spot. Lap starting to wind down here in heat number 3 for the junior animals. Two laps to go for the leader. Logan Thibault trying to hang on. Landon Cox trying to make something happen. White flag for Logan this time by. Checkered flag will fly this time. Heat number 3 goes to Logan Thibault. Coming home in 2nd, Landon Cox. And Evan Phillips will round out the top 3. Qualifying heats complete now for the junior animals. And we have 2 heat races up next for the senior animal division. And for those that may be watching on the NASCAR Youth Series YouTube page, we're going to be switching over to Flow Racing. So anyone in attendance as well, if you want to let your families know, Flow Racing will have the rest of the coverage of this evening's program. I'm getting ready now for